Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel Spirituality from Soul. In my today's video, I will talk about detachment. So, what is detachment? I mean, if we look at it as an English term, then like it's mentioned here, detaching is essential to overcome codependency, or we could call it like the opposite of attachment is detachment, where you are just like you are like I mean, let me go through it in detail, slightly more detail. So, when it means to let go of your materialistic desires, okay. So, let me explain how. How? So, when we start meditating to Lord Shiv, okay, or when we start praying to Lord Shiv, the first lesson which Shiv teaches us is detachment. Okay, so now some of the people like some of you must be wondering like why Shiv teaches us detachment. Okay, so just visualize Shiv. Okay, close your eyes and visualize Shiv. So what do you see? You'll see that Shiv is sitting in meditation position, like sitting still, and in somewhere in Himalayas. Okay, and he's meditating. Okay, his eyes are closed and he's meditating. Okay, so like on Kailash Parvat, and that's what we all say, that Shiv lives on Kailash Parvat. So Shiv is sitting on Kailash Parvat and meditating, and away from all the worldly desires, and so that is what is Shiv trying to tell? Detach. Even though even though out of all the other deities, Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, Shiv has got the successful married life. Even though he has a family, he has got like three kids, and two son, one daughter, and he has got like Ma Parvati as well as his wife, and so he got a complete family life as well. But he's at the same time he's fully detached. Like he leads a detached life as well. So um, so don't confuse here with like saying that detachment means just leave your family and go on the Himalayas and just live your life there, and that's what detachment is. No, detachment does not mean that. Okay, if you have a married life, then it means that the universe have, or the Shiv has given you this married life. Okay, you don't have to live your children, or your partner, like your husband or wife or whatever. You don't have to leave them to go and sit in the Himalayas to meditate. Definitely Shiv doesn't say that, and I did not mean that either here. So I've got a family life as well. I have got a daughter, and and I do meditation, but but I'm not going to Himalayas to live a life of a saint or something. And I will fulfill all my family duties, and but I'm at the same time detached as well. So let me give you an example. Okay, so let's say that today I've got Volkswagen car. Okay, tomorrow and tomorrow I saw tomorrow I saw some new BMW SUV, and now I feel like, okay, I want to have a BMW now. Okay, so that's another. So that's my desires are increasing. So I bought the BMW. I drove it for some time, like for, say, for example, 5 6 months, and then I saw some new model of Audi, and then my next desire is to have a Audi SUV. Okay, so my desires are keep going on. Okay, and and that's so what she was saying, detach yourself from these desires. Okay, why? Let me tell you why. Because um, when in your last breath, whatever is whatever you desire at in your last breath is going to be what you are going to get in your next life. Okay, so say for example, if my desires are keep increasing, day after day, and we never know when we are all going to take a last breath. Okay, maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's not going to happen for next 20 years. No one knows, right? So if we are that busy with so much with our desires and things like that, we won't even realize that these desires are not going to take us anywhere. So say for example, today is my last day. Okay, and I'm just taking my last breath, and in my last breath I just saw, I have a desire. Oh, I have so much money in my bank, and what will happen? I was stuck to the money thing. So obviously the what you think in your last breath is what you are going to get in your next birth. So thought about money. Maybe I will born into a very rich wealthy family in my next birth, based on my karma as well. I mean, the law of karma also works here. So maybe in my next birth I will be born as a wealthy rich person. And then but the whole cycle will go on again and again and again. And then in the birth of in the last moment of my next cycle, I will desire for something else. Or I wanted to have 50 children. So the things will go on, and these desires are not going to take me anywhere. Okay, but if for example, in my last breath I thought about, say, Shiva. Okay, I mean, I always pray to Shiv. So yeah, I'm a Shiv sadhak. So say for example, I thought about Shiv. What will happen if I have done good karmas? If I've fulfilled my soul purpose, the soul contract or the lesson which I was supposed to learn in this birth. My soul was supposed to learn in this birth. If I take all of them, and if my last breath was all about Shiv, then then there are high chances that I will go to Shiv Lot and will end this birth death cycle, you know, because we all know that we are souls, right? And this is this by as Bhagavad Gita says, we our soul our soul wears different clothes in each birth. So in this birth, my soul has are wearing the clothes of a female, like I'm a woman. So my soul have decided to be a woman in this birth. Take it as like she's wearing, my soul is wearing the clothes of a woman in this birth. Maybe in the next birth, my soul decides to be an animal, or maybe a dog or a cat. Then the soul will wear the dog clothes in the next birth. But after that, my soul decides to be, you know to be a man. Okay, then the soul will wear the man's cloth in that birth. So the soul, so so and the family which we have, right? Like my husband, my daughter, they're all souls as well, right? So my soul have come on this to fulfill some purpose, soul purpose. And the contract, the soul contract which my soul has with the master soul. Likewise, my husband's soul has come on this earth with some soul purpose, which his soul has to fulfill in this lifetime. And my daughter's soul has some soul purpose to fulfill, which which her soul will fulfill in this lifetime. So we are all souls. So attach fulfill all your desires, duties, love your family, but always remember, but at the same time you have to be detached with them. Always remember to be detached with them, because we are all souls, and we have to move, we have to move towards fulfilling our soul purpose. And eventually how we can get moksha, how we can get the liberation from birth death cycle. That should be our main focus. That should be our that should be our that should be there all the time in our head, like what, how we can fulfill, how we can attain moksha when we are living this human body on earth, and our soul will go towards, and like when our soul will decide to go towards the universe. So that should be our main focus, all the time. Our karmas, and our karmas should be based on that, how we can, like, the law of karma. I've already made a video on law of karma, how karma affects our birth, and based on what past karma we have done, and based on what karma we are going to do in this lifetime, we are going to get the, the next birth. And our next birth, or our soul's next birth, will be depend on what sort of karmas we have in this lifetime. And what we are getting in this lifetime will also depend on the past life karmas. Because in Hinduism, it we all know that we are very much, even Lord Krishna has mentioned it many times, that in his past life he was born as Lord Ram, right? So we believe in past life, and we also believe in our karmic relations. So my husband and my daughter came into my life as my, as my husband and a daughter, because they have some sort of karmic relation with me. And all our three souls have to finish those karmic relations, and that is why we we are together. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you finish all your karmic um, relations with the other souls, if you, and also if you learn the lesson of detachment, as how you have to work towards your soul to fulfill your soul purpose, and how you can, that will help you to go towards, the liberation from that birth cycle, or we call it moksha. So that is very important, and that is what we always have to keep in our mind. So stay close to your family, but at the same time learn the concept of detachment as well, and that will help you to fulfill all your soul purpose and the soul contract. I hope you find this video useful, and please do leave in the comments below, and please do subscribe to my channel as well. And yeah, any questions, leave it in the comments box below. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.